it's okay now. Well,
yeah. So when I asked her to be ask her fix her mistake, but she ignore my words. I think even though we have separate the area, but we work in the same division, and with the consistent policy about recruitment for the bank.
yeah, of
So
course.
I think if she did um, she did the wrong things, it can be affect
Yeah.
uh, my my job. So after that, I I asked her to after attend the meeting with the director. I mean our
Yeah.
director,
Yeah.
and she think and she thought I try to I try to make her embrace. Mm,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I mean make
To make,
her.
yeah, I got
Uh,
it. So,
she thought I try to 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 show her mistake for everyone.
yeah, to
Yeah,
everyone, of course. Yeah,
everyone.
of
But
course.
no, I just asked her to meet my director.
Yeah, of course, of
Oh,
course. Yeah,
oh, it's
yeah, so
one.
of course, here experience is talking to after, as you said, 22, years of work experience, of course, you should actually make the best decisions. So, of course, however you work in different sections and youngers maybe because I have actually all the students who are actually maybe some business women, so, and some people who work, for example, I have students, she is a judge, and every time, so for example, she talks about her young assistants, so it's something like they don't want to listen,
Mm,
just they
yeah,
want to do everything that they want. Okay, they don't want to be controlled, maybe something like this. And because of this, they make lots of mistakes. They make lots of mistakes, and I think they, uh, I can say something like making trouble for
yeah,
all the people who actually work, who
yeah,
maybe cooperate. So it's really hard to manage the situation. Is something you need to control yourself and control the condition.
yes.
Both at the same time is very difficult. Just you said when you are at or in the bank. So let me talk. Oh, what is this? Okay, let me talk about at or in. Oh,
Mm,
of course, both of them are correct. So you can say both of them. But there is a point totally or in general. When we say we are in a place, we are physically inside that place.
mm,
So, for example, I am in my room, in
mm,
physically, but I work at, for example, bank. It means, you know, this is my workplace. Maybe I'm not there now because, for example, it's night, it's not, for example, too early. So I'm not physically in the place, but actually I work at.
mm,
So you say, okay, so any, for example, when you say, I in the restaurant, it means physically you are in the restaurant. Okay. For
mm. Okay.
example, okay, so at at? No, you can work at, for example, in a place and use at. Okay, and when you want to talk about your experience, 22 years of work experience. Okay, and you work in different sections. You and your colleague work in different section, and so you can say something like this. Okay, well, and let's listen to this audio. Okay, of course, it's about a business conflict and maybe the solution to solve this. And let's listen, and then we can talk about it. Just give me a moment. If I can find it, it's too hard to find these audios every time because they are not in order. So this one. Let me check. Okay, unit 10.
5.
Oh, it's not.
Four.
What is this?
Recording 9.6.
No.
I don't know too much.
Recording 10.2.
10.1. Of course.
And how do
Unit 10.
Yeah, I think I need to.
Ah, yeah, okay. Vitamins?
I think I need to. I need some pill, medicine. Yeah.
Of course, of course. Ah, okay.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Well,
Conflict. Recording 10.1.
what are the most common causes of disputes at work?
There are a number of causes. The first, I would say, is unrealistic expectations about what a contract can deliver, lack of flexibility, that when expectations are not being met, business people can be not as flexible in the circumstances. Lack of communication, communicating badly or not communicating at all. Genuine differences of view about how a commercial arrangement is meant to work. A change in personnel, change in management structures. Simply a component in a piece of machinery failing. A specification not being sufficiently thought through. Many, many reasons.
okay. Well, what are the reasons that, are mentioned?
Sorry, 1 minute. So.
Of course, yes, of course.
Chị dạo này giỏi văn rồi. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so, okay, well.
I heard some reason, but the first a bit confused. I just heard that she says that unmet expectation. I don't know expectation.
Okay, So let me, okay, I give you some alternatives. Then I played again, listen and compare. Okay, the first thing that she mentioned actually was unrealistic expectations. So let me write on the board. Okay, so the first thing that you heard, so it means the expectations are not realistic about what a contract can deliver. So about what a contract can deliver. And the second thing that I heard, lack of flexibility.
Yeah.
Yes, you heard it was flexibility. So the second thing that I heard, lack of communication and, differences of opinion, so about maybe different topics. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I heard after, but the first.
Yeah, you heard? Okay, so what did you hear?
Like a communication different of view, change management structure, manager style.
Of course, very good. And
Just, I think the last one.
yeah, so the last one. So about something like this, something like she said machine component failing. So let me write machine.
Machine.
Yeah, components failing. So another thing. And the last thing that she mentioned, she said specification not being thought through. So, but what is the meaning of this? Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the meaning of this. First of all, when we say specification, actually it means a clear, detailed plan or description. So this is, okay, for example, a clear or detailed plan or description of something will be made. For example, I'm going to make, I don't know, something like a product. So I need to give a clear and detailed plan or description. So this is a specification. And when we say something be thought through, it means to think about all the different maybe parts or effects of it, in period of time. So we need to think about all details, all parts, different parts, effects, okay, for a period of time, especially in an effort to understand or make decision about it. So we need to think about everything. Okay, so we heard them. Now, I played again, so I'm playing this again. You need to, okay, listen and try to complete the first part again. So.
Unit 10. Conflict. Recording 10.1.
What are the most common causes of disputes at work?
There are a number of causes. The first, I would say, is unrealistic expectations about what a contract can deliver, lack of flexibility, that when expectations are not being met, business people can be not as flexible in the circumstances. Lack of communication, communicating badly or not communicating at all. Genuine differences of view about how a commercial arrangement is meant to work. A change in personnel, change in management structures. Simply a component in a piece of machinery failing. A specification not being sufficiently thought through. Many, many reasons.
Okay, and the first one?
Yeah, I heard there's an unrealistic expectation about what contract can deliver. Lack of flexibility when is expectation not met. Lack of communication badly.
Communicating, of course, communicating badly.
Different of view about how commercial and chain management structure. Yeah.
Management, you said? Yeah, management structures. Yeah, very good. Okay.
And machine component, a simple machine component failing.
Yeah, very good.
And a specification not being thought through. And she mentioned about many other reasons.
Excellent, very good. Okay, well, and now the second part, Elaine is a mediator. For example, a person who tries to end a disagreement between two, we say, go between, so two people or two groups. Listen to the second part of the interview. What are the three key elements that help her resolve business, disputes? So let me play the second one.
Recording 10.2.
And how do you help to resolve such business disputes?
As a mediator, I work with commercial parties in business disputes in a number of ways. Firstly, I will normally work for at least a day. I will set an agenda for the day. I will ensure that I get the personnel who have the ability to make the decision to get involved in the mediation process. I will ensure that we have a full and frank discussion with the parties in dispute about the issues as they understand them. I will ensure that I create an environment so that the parties are able to discuss difficult issues thoroughly, both together and privately. As a mediator, you have to exercise patience and you have to work skillfully with the parties to get a full understanding of not just the history, but particularly the benefits of resolving the dispute for the future.
Well, just dispute.
Three elements.
We have.
Creating focus for a sufficient period of time. Creating the right atmosphere for difficult conversations to take place. And making sure you have decision makers willing to grapple with the issues.
Why she talks in this way?
Yeah.
That was really
She talked about many things, but
yeah, of course, the way that people talk is really important to understand what they say. So it was like, okay, the end, no, keep going. Again, the end, no, continue. It was, I don't know. It was not
I
good.
don't know.
Yeah, of course. So just dispute. Okay, the meaning of this dispute, because she used a few times. So this word means disagreement. So business dispute means business disagreement. Okay, so you have this word. And tell me, do you remember anything about, I don't know, the maybe solutions, the ways that she
She
recommends? Yeah.
she said that she worked for Liz and ensure that she gets personality personnel to get involved. I don't know. And she says that to make the environment for the member can discuss about their work in privately, and she patient and skillfully with the I don't know.
Well, okay. So
Yeah.
the first thing, as you mentioned, so creating focus, so something that we heard. So it means they need to be ensured that there is a full and, actually full discussion with the parties in actually disagreement about the issues. So they need to actually create focus in order to solve the issue, in order to talk and understand the issue. So they discuss them, actually the issue in details. And after that, as you said, creating the right atmosphere. So for difficult conversations to, so that's really important to actually have a good environment actually for the parties to discuss difficult actually issues. And the last one, yeah, they need to make sure that the decision makers want to or willing to get involved in actually the process. So 3 steps, okay, that she mentioned. So the first one, creating focus, creating the right atmosphere, and making sure that the decision makers are willing to actually get involved in the process. So 3 maybe points that I could get from her speech. Okay, do you want to listen it again and check the information with listening, or no?
Yeah, I want to
Of
listen
course.
again.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Recording 10.2.
And how do you help to resolve such business disputes?
As a mediator, I work with commercial parties in business disputes in a number of ways. Firstly, I will normally work for at least a day. I will set an agenda for the day. I will ensure that I get the personnel who have the ability to make the decision to get involved in the mediation process. I will ensure that we have a full and frank discussion with the parties in dispute about the issues as they understand them. I will ensure that I create an environment so that the parties are able to discuss difficult issues thoroughly, both together and privately. As a mediator, you have to exercise patience and you have to work skillfully with the parties to get a full understanding of not just the history, but particularly the benefits of resolving the dispute for the future. 3 elements: creating focus for a sufficient period of time, creating the right atmosphere for difficult conversations to take place, and making sure you have decision makers willing to grapple with the issues.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, so. Okay, now let's keep going. Okay, so let's talk about any experience you have of a conflict which was handled well and was handled badly. So which one have you had?
Sorry?
So a conflict, of course, we discussed the conflict that you experienced before, but I want to know something that you actually could handle very well and something that you couldn't handle very well and it went wrong, is something like handled badly. So
yeah, I can say that because I have the 5 years experience in HR relation team. I mean, so HR relation. The team, we often I mean when my company has a conflict between the employer and employee, or between employee with employee, another employee, so my team need to solve the problem.
of course, we need
Yeah.
to resolve, of course.
Yeah. And I
So you are a mediator?
yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I I don't remember how many case I ever did, but yeah, I mean I lead my team through many case in my company.
Yeah.
Over 5 years, I in charge that team, and we have many conflicts in HR relation, about labor contract, about the salary, about the bonus, and sometimes some other reason. They just turn to they didn't work with together. Yeah, and I often that's why at that time I traveling a lot. So I went to branches and have the director have branches to solve the problem
Yeah, of
with
course.
their employee, because we have the headquarter in Hanoi, and we have nearly 100 branches in over Vietnam
Oh,
country. So yeah, I traveling a lot at that
You,
time. Yeah,
you travel a lot, of course,
yeah.
of
So
course.
my point, my strong point is my strong point are I know the rule. I mean, I know the law. I graduated from law university and I have a law certificate and I have but I my my boss says that I really good at communication skill, very
Ah,
listen and very friendly. Yeah, I can open.
nice.
I can talk with how to say they can they maybe argue or with each other, but not not to me.
Ah, of
Yeah,
course.
and of course, my colleagues in HR division try to do something like me, but they didn't. Yeah.
Ah, of course, of course, of course. So they try to do what you do. They try to do what you do, but of course it's impossible because you're really experienced in this field. So of course it's really hard to do exactly the
Yeah,
same thing
I
that,
can
yeah,
get
of
that.
course, exactly the same. So you, of course, you need to have maybe a mediator. As you said, you are friendly and you're really good at communicating people with people. So I think some qualities, some characteristics a mediator need, to have. So what qualities do you think a good mediator needs to have?
Um, be honest.
Ah,
Yeah, be honest, and of course, um, uh, they need the how to say. I mean, uh, like a art. I mean art,
artist, you mean?
art.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
needs to be, of course, of course,
yeah.
of course.
I don't know how to say, but you know, we often hear the other people talk says that they are good at communication skill,
Of
but
course.
yeah, communication is not about you can talk fluently or
Of
uh,
course. Yeah, of
good
course.
at yeah, we need
Yeah,
attitude,
that is
behavior, attitude and evidence and
right.
listen
Yeah.
carefully uh, and I think important thing, don't talk too much.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
Talk too much is mean we try to make them feel they are wrong, they were wrong and we are right. No.
Of course. Something like so. So because of this, you say art. Actually, the ability of maybe convincing people to accept you, to agree with you, but not to force them.
Mm.
So it's something like when you say, okay, I don't talk too much because I don't want to actually show that I am trying to persuade, to convince you to
Yeah.
follow, to accept me. However, I can do this with my
Mm.
attitude, behavior, maybe actions, reactions. So it's
Yeah.
something like, actually, of course, you should be an artist, I think. So, because, yeah, being able is still hard, especially for example, when you want to sell something
Mm.
to people, you want to convince them, you want to actually manage a very bad situation so that people don't think that, okay, you are actually agree with that group, or for example, disagree with us. So it's something like you are on the other side. So of course, it's very hard to
Yeah.
actually, make a balance among people and of course resolve the issue. very perfectly.
Yeah, because I don't know what is idiom in English, but in Vietnam we have a sentence. It mean the truth. I mean, when we say something with someone, and we think it's secret, but no, not. It's not secret. Yeah. So, uh, uh, we should try to. I mean, uh, honestly, not judgment, and yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but
So
we
I
have
didn't get what
two
you.
party. We have two party, and sometimes we talk with this and we talk with that, and we need to try to be the person is trustworthy because I mean secret. Sometimes I heard someone tell, oh, I told you this is oh just only you, but no, it's not just only you.
Ah, got it. Okay, so it means that when you say something to someone, of course, you can't expect to be secret anymore.
Mm,
Yeah,
no.
of course. So it's really difficult. So yeah, got it. Yeah, of course. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, well. So let's keep going. Just, I actually figured out that you cough. So are you okay? It's okay. So if you need to go and take rest, just tell me it's okay. Can you keep going? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I try.
Of course, because, coughing, I know
Oh,
it's annoying for you. So if you need to go and rest, just tell me. Don't hesitate telling me. Okay. So you're going to read some advice about handling conflict, two of you, okay? So let's read. So,
mm,
Article A,
yeah.
let me check what do we, okay. But let's rank them in order of usefulness.
Yes.
So, would you read and actually express your opinion? I want to know.
Mm. Mm.
Article A. So,
Article
which one? Yeah.
uh
Just you need to match, you need to match them one to four
okay.
to A to D. Okay, so when we say to jump to conclusion, it means, yeah,
To come to conclusion is mean to make a decision too quickly.
very good. And to move things forward,
To move things forward. Uh um to move things forward. Oh, I confuse B and C.
C, of course, because you move things forward, it means you make a situation better. So of
Yeah.
course, and to be consistent.
To be consistent is not to change your attitude or behavior.
Of course, and to talk down to
To make
somebody.
one feel unimportant.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. It's something like to turn someone down. Yeah, of course. And now we have Article B. So let's do the same thing about this one. Okay, so again, we have the same thing. One, to move things forward, of course, to make it situation better. So we have the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
To
and
get
yeah,
in somebody's shoes.
choose, of course.
Uh, to uh, to try to see things from someone else's point of view.
Of course, of course.
Favoritism. Favoritism. Favoritism is when you treat a person better than other unfairly.
Of course. And the last one, yeah, to make a decision too quickly. Okay, so yeah, it's real, of course. It means if you want to know how a woman feel, try to get in her shoes. So, yeah, of course. Well, okay, so we need to skip this part because we don't have enough time to read and talk about it. Next session, we will keep going with this part again.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. And I hope you feel better very soon and just take care. That's really important. Drink more water and rest. Okay?
Yes. Thank you.
Well, have a good night. You're welcome. And see you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.